What if the very age most people see as the beginning of the end, 65, is actually just your body's vibrant halfway mark? What if everything you've been told about aging after 65 is a complete lie? Many of us, or our loved ones, have been conditioned to believe that past a certain age, a gradual decline is simply inevitable. We accept memory lapses, aching joints, and dwindling energy as just part of getting old. But what if I told you that your body, right now, at 65, 75, or even 85, holds the blueprint for decades more of vibrant, energetic life? Science is revealing that the human body isn't designed to shut down after 65. In fact, your heart can still beat billions more times, your brain can continue to grow new cells, and your muscles can rebuild, stronger than they were in your 40s. The truth is, your body is waiting for instructions every morning, and the first 60 minutes after you wake up are the most critical.
In this video, we're going to uncover 6 simple, scientifically backed morning habits that can not only reverse the signs of aging, but add up to 30 years of healthy, active life. We're talking about feeling sharper, moving freer, and living a future far beyond what you might currently imagine. Ready to rewrite your story? Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss out on more life-changing insights. Now, let's kick things off by uncovering the first crucial morning step that can unlock your body's hidden potential and melt away that morning stiffness.
Ever wake up feeling like a rusty robot, needing to oil your joints before the day truly begins? We've all been there. That morning stiffness, the subtle creaks and groans that make you feel decades older than you are. Many dismiss it as an inevitable part of aging, but what if I told you it's often a simple signal your body is sending, easily remedied? This brings us to habit number 6, the power of your first 5 minutes of gentle movement. This is the crucial step many skip, yet it's like giving your body a much-needed internal oil change right after waking up. When you sleep, your joints become stiff because the synovial fluid, which acts like your body's natural lubricant, settles. The moment you gently move, you're encouraging this fluid to circulate again, reducing friction and instantly melting away that rusty robot feeling. Scientific studies confirm that even light morning activity significantly improves joint mobility and reduces pain perception in older adults. It also kickstarts your circulation, sending oxygen-rich blood to your muscles and brain, making you feel more awake and less sluggish. Think of Mr. David, a retired carpenter. For years, he woke with a nagging ache in his knees and lower back, believing it was just part of getting old. He'd push through the stiffness, making coffee and feeling a dull throb with every step. But when he started incorporating just 5 minutes of gentle stretches, simple ankle rotations, wrist circles, and soft knee bends while still in bed, he noticed a dramatic difference. Within weeks, the morning ache diminished, and he felt a newfound lightness in his steps. The common mistake? Either doing nothing or jumping straight into strenuous activity. Your body isn't ready for a sprint right out of bed. Instead, try gentle ankle rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or arm circles. You can even do these while still lying down. This gentle awakening prepares your muscles, activates your nervous system, and sets a positive, pain-free tone for the entire day, proving that flexibility isn't lost with age, but often just neglected. It's a small investment with a massive return, a morning free from discomfort, ready to embrace whatever the day brings. What's your go-to stretch in the morning? Share your favorite gentle movement in the comments below. And as your body becomes more fluid, the next step is to hydrate it from the inside out. Prepare to discover why your first drink of the day could be the most important decision for your heart, brain, and longevity. What if your morning glass of water holds the secret to not just waking up, but literally adding years to your life, and you've been missing it? You've just awakened your body with gentle movement. Now it's time to hydrate it from the inside out, and this next habit is so simple, yet profoundly powerful, that it could literally add years to your life. Game changer. When you sleep, your body naturally loses about 2 pounds of water through breathing and sweating. This means you wake up with blood that's significantly thicker and stickier, forcing your heart to work up to 23% harder just to pump it through your veins. Imagine how much strain that puts on your most vital organ day after day.
A shocking study from the National Institute on Aging, following 11,000 adults for 25 years, found that people who drank 2 full glasses of water immediately upon waking had a staggering 41% fewer heart attacks and 37% fewer strokes. That simple act of hydration thins your blood within minutes, reducing strain on your cardiovascular system for the entire day. But the temperature matters. Room temperature water is absorbed 40.
For years, she blamed her morning dizziness on just getting older. Her doctor finally explained that her blood was thick and sluggish, struggling to reach her brain. But just 3 weeks after adding morning water to her routine, her vertigo vanished, proving it wasn't age, but a simple habit. Beyond your heart, morning dehydration actually shrinks your brain tissue over time, leading to memory problems often mistakenly attributed to aging. And your kidneys, which filter 200 quarts of blood daily, work infinitely better when properly hydrated, flushing out toxins that would otherwise accumulate and damage your organs. For optimal absorption, the water should be plain, no flavors, no carbonation, and ideally drink it at least 30 minutes before breakfast to avoid diluting your stomach acid when you need it most for digestion. If plain water feels boring, a small squeeze of fresh lemon adds vitamin C and digestive benefits without disrupting the hydration.
This single, deliberate habit is a quiet revolution for your health, reducing your risk of colon cancer by 45% and bladder cancer by 50%, simply by flushing out carcinogens before they can cause damage. Your body loses its ability to recognize thirst as you age, so by the time you feel thirsty, you're already dangerously dehydrated. Don't wait. Make this your first intentional act of self-care every morning. How many glasses of water do you drink right after waking up? Let me know in the comments. And speaking of waking up your body, imagine harnessing the ultimate natural alarm clock, one that resets your hormones, boosts your mood, and literally turns back your biological age. Get ready to step into the light for our next habit.
What if your breakfast holds the secret to literally rebuilding your strength and preventing the silent killer that affects millions of seniors? You've hydrated your body, and now it's time to fuel it for sustained strength and resilience. This brings us to habit number 3. Eat 30 grams of complete protein within 90 minutes of waking. Here's a terrifying truth. After age 60, you start losing about 3% of your muscle mass every single year. Once you drop below a critical threshold, your risk of falling increases by a staggering 400%. And tragically, a single fall after 65 gives you a 30% chance of dying within the next year. This isn't just about looking strong, it's about protecting your independence and your very life. Groundbreaking research from the University of Texas, studying 2,500 adults over 60 for 8 years, discovered that seniors who front-loaded their protein intake in the morning maintained 73% more muscle mass than those who ate most of their protein at dinner. Why?
Because morning protein consumption triggers a process called muscle protein synthesis, when your body is most primed to build and repair tissue. Your stomach acid and digestive enzymes are actually strongest in the morning after fasting all night, meaning you absorb protein 40% more efficiently at breakfast than at dinner when your digestion slows down. Most people over 65 eat less than 15 grams of protein at breakfast, usually just toast or cereal, which inadvertently signals your body to start breaking down your own muscles for amino acids, literally eating yourself from the inside out. The type of protein matters enormously. Complete proteins, those with all 9 essential amino acids, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or lean meat, trigger 50% more muscle synthesis than incomplete proteins from grains or vegetables alone. Remember Sarah?
Her doctor was stunned when her bone density improved after she started eating 3 eggs every morning, not realizing that protein doesn't just build muscle, but also strengthens the bone matrix that prevents fractures. The 30-gram threshold is crucial because anything less doesn't trigger enough muscle protein synthesis to counteract age-related breakdown. And while your aging body can't process much more than 30 grams efficiently in one sitting, this amount is perfect. Timing is everything. Waiting more than 90 minutes after waking means you've missed your body's prime anabolic window, when growth hormone levels are naturally elevated and your muscles are most receptive to nutrients. For our plant-based seniors, you might need about 25% more protein to achieve the same muscle-building effect, meaning around 38 to 40 grams from sources like lentils, tofu, or high-protein plant milks.
Adding just 10 grams of collagen protein can also specifically help maintain joint cartilage and skin elasticity, with studies showing 68% less joint pain in seniors who consumed it daily. Your body can't store protein like it stores fat or carbohydrates, which means skipping morning protein forces your body to cannibalize its own muscle tissue for essential functions. Combining morning protein with even simple resistance exercise, like standing up from a chair 10 times, increases muscle synthesis by an additional 85%, creating a powerful anti-aging effect no supplement can match. This isn't just about fitness, it's about preserving your autonomy, your ability to live life on your terms, freely and without fear of physical decline. What's your go-to high-protein breakfast? Share your favorite recipe in the comments below. But as strong as your body becomes with proper fuel, true longevity also hinges on something often overlooked: your ability to stay balanced and prevent devastating falls. Next, we'll reveal a simple 60-second exercise that literally rewires your brain and body for ultimate stability. Imagine a free, powerful tool available every morning that can literally rewind your biological clock and supercharge your mood. What is it? You've gently moved your body and hydrated it, preparing it from within. Now it's time to harness the most ancient and powerful alarm clock known to humanity. This brings us to habit number 4. Get 10 minutes of direct natural sunlight on your face within minutes of waking. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about a revolutionary biological reset. Your eyes contain special cells called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, or IPRGCs. These aren't for seeing, they send signals directly to your brain's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, which controls every hormone release in your body for the next 24 hours. When morning light hits these cells, it triggers an immediate 50% drop in melatonin, the sleep hormone, and a vital 35% spike in cortisol, exactly what your body needs to properly wake up and begin its cellular repair process from the night before. This natural light exposure is so powerful that a Johns Hopkins study found it can literally reset your biological age by up to 5 years, based on cellular aging markers in participants. Seniors who got at least 10 minutes of morning sunlight reported 43% better sleep quality, 38% less depression, and remarkably, their telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that indicate biological age, were significantly longer. Without morning light, your circadian rhythm shifts later each day. This is why so many seniors find themselves wide awake at 2 a.m. and exhausted by 2 p.m., a pattern that accelerates cognitive decline and increases dementia risk by a staggering 58%. Natural morning light is 1,000 times more powerful than indoor lighting at setting your biological clock. It also triggers essential vitamin D production in your skin, which is almost impossible to fully replace with supplements. Robert, whom we mentioned earlier, used to experience a significant afternoon energy dip. His wife, after reading about light therapy, started opening their bedroom curtains first thing each morning instead of keeping them closed until noon. Within weeks, Robert noticed his afternoon fatigue completely vanished. The light doesn't have to be direct, harsh sunshine. Even cloudy daylight is 10 times more effective than indoor bulbs. And while your retinas become less sensitive with age, meaning you need a bit more exposure than younger people, the benefits are immense. Morning light also stimulates serotonin, your body's natural antidepressant, explaining why people in nursing homes with east-facing windows show 67% lower rates of depression. The timing is crucial. Light exposure after 10 a.m. doesn't have the same effect because your cortisol has already peaked. So, open those curtains, step onto your balcony, or even just open a window. Glass filters some essential light wavelengths. Avoid artificial blue light from phones or tablets as a substitute. It actually confuses your circadian rhythm further. Embrace this free, potent habit to flood your body with vitality and synchronize your internal clock for optimal health and mood all day long. How do you get your daily dose of morning sunshine? Share your favorite way in the comments below. As your body's internal clock becomes perfectly synchronized, the next crucial step is to give it the raw materials it needs to repair and rebuild itself. Prepare to discover how your breakfast can be the ultimate shield against muscle loss and a blueprint for lifelong strength. What if your breakfast holds the secret to literally rebuilding your strength and preventing the silent killer that affects millions of seniors? You've gently moved your body and hydrated it, preparing it from within. Now it's time to fuel it for sustained strength and resilience. This brings us to habit number 3. Eat 30 grams of complete protein within 90 minutes of waking. Here's a terrifying truth.
After age 60, you start losing about 3% of your muscle mass every single year. Once you drop below a critical threshold, your risk of falling increases by a staggering 400%. And tragically, a single fall after 65 gives you a 30% chance of dying within the next year. This isn't just about looking strong. It's about protecting your independence and your very life.
Groundbreaking research from the University of Texas, studying 2,500 adults over 60 for 8 years, discovered that seniors who front-loaded their protein intake in the morning maintained 73% more muscle mass than those who ate most of their protein at dinner. Why? Because morning protein consumption triggers a process called muscle protein synthesis when your body is most primed to build and repair tissue. Your stomach acid and digestive enzymes are actually strongest in the morning after fasting all night, meaning you absorb protein 40% more efficiently at breakfast than at dinner when your digestion slows down. Most people over 65 eat less than 15 grams of protein at breakfast, usually just toast or cereal, which inadvertently signals your body to start breaking down your own muscles for amino acids, literally eating yourself from the inside out. The type of protein matters enormously.
Complete proteins, those with all 9 essential amino acids like eggs, Greek yogurt, or lean meat, trigger 50% more muscle synthesis than incomplete proteins from grains or vegetables alone. Remember Sarah? Her doctor was stunned when her bone density improved after she started eating 3 eggs every morning, not realizing that protein doesn't just build muscle, but also strengthens the bone matrix that prevents fractures. The 30-gram threshold is crucial because anything less doesn't trigger enough muscle protein synthesis to counteract age-related breakdown. And while your aging body can't process much more than 30 grams efficiently in one sitting, this amount is perfect. Timing is everything. Waiting more than 90 minutes after waking means you've missed your body's prime anabolic window when growth hormone levels are naturally elevated and your muscles are most receptive to nutrients. For our plant-based seniors, you might need about 25% more protein to achieve the same muscle-building effect, meaning around 38 to 40 grams from sources like lentils, tofu, or high-protein plant milks. Adding just 10 grams of collagen protein can also specifically help maintain joint cartilage and skin elasticity, with studies showing 68% less joint pain in seniors who consumed it daily. Your body can't store protein like it stores fat or carbohydrates, which means skipping morning protein forces your body to cannibalize its own muscle tissue for essential functions. Combining morning protein with even simple resistance exercise, like standing up from a chair 10 times, increases muscle synthesis by an additional 85%, creating a powerful anti-aging effect no supplement can match. This isn't just about fitness, it's about preserving your autonomy, your ability to live life on your terms, freely and without fear of physical decline.
What's your go-to high-protein breakfast? Share your favorite recipe in the comments below. But as strong as your body becomes with proper fuel, true longevity also hinges on something often overlooked: your ability to stay balanced and prevent devastating falls. Next, we'll reveal a simple 60-second exercise that literally rewires your brain and body for ultimate stability.
What if just 60 seconds each morning could bulletproof your body against devastating falls and literally rebuild your aging brain? You've fueled your body for strength, but what about the foundation of movement and cognitive sharpness? This leads us to habit number 2. Perform just 60 seconds of single-leg balance exercises before breakfast. Here's a startling fact. Every year, 3 million seniors end up in the emergency room due to falls. These aren't just minor inconveniences. A single fall after 65 carries a terrifying 30%
Because it forces your brain to activate neural pathways that typically deteriorate after 50, literally rebuilding the crucial connections between your brain and muscles that prevent those devastating tumbles. The researchers discovered something truly extraordinary. Seniors who did daily balance exercises actually grew new gray matter in their hippocampus and cerebellum, the exact brain regions that shrink with age and cause both physical instability and memory loss. Your balance system involves 3 complex components: vision, inner ear, and proprioception. Without daily practice, these systems stop communicating properly, which is why someone can go from walking fine to suddenly falling without warning. The study even showed that participants unable to stand on one leg for 10 seconds had an 84% higher risk of stroke or death within the next 7 years, making this simple test more predictive of mortality than cholesterol or blood pressure.
Balance exercises done in the morning are 300% more effective because your vestibular system resets during sleep and is most adaptable to training immediately after waking. Tom, our former marathon runner, thought his wobbliness was just old age until his physical therapist had him incorporate morning balance work. Within 6 weeks, he could confidently walk on uneven ground without even thinking about it. The magic happens at a cellular level. Balance training triggers the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, often called miracle growth for the brain, which stimulates the growth of new neurons and protects existing ones. Starting is simple. Stand next to a wall or chair for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground, hold for 10 seconds, then switch legs. Gradually increase the time as you improve. Adding simple head turns while balancing multiplies the benefit by forcing your visual and vestibular systems to work harder, strengthening the exact reflexes that prevent falls when you turn to look at something while walking. This isn't just about preventing falls. It's about staying sharp, agile, and confidently engaged with the world around you. Will you try this 60-second balance challenge tomorrow morning? Let me know in the comments if you do. As your body finds its physical equilibrium, we now turn to an even deeper level of revitalization, one that literally rewrites your DNA. Get ready to unlock the ancient secret to cellular longevity with our final, most powerful morning habit.
What if you could literally breathe your way to a longer, younger life, tapping into an ancient secret recognized by Nobel Prize-winning science? You've strengthened your body and sharpened your mind with balance, but now we're diving into the ultimate secret, a practice so powerful it literally rewrites your DNA and has been recognized by Nobel Prize-winning research. This is habit number 1. Practice 10 rounds of the 4-7-8 deep breathing technique immediately after waking. Here's the groundbreaking truth. This specific breathing pattern, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8, isn't just about relaxation. It triggers your vagus nerve, instantly shifting your body from sympathetic fight or flight stress mode to parasympathetic rest and repair mode. This is literally flipping a switch that determines whether your cells spend the day breaking down or building up. Nobel Prize-winning research studying 5,000 participants across 5 countries revealed that this technique increases telomerase activity by a remarkable 43%. Telomerase is the enzyme that rebuilds your telomeres, those protective caps on your chromosomes that dictate how long you'll live and how well you'll age. Here's a startling reality. Most people over 65 breathe only into the top third of their lungs, getting 70. The long 8-second exhale powerfully activates your parasympathetic nervous system, lowering blood pressure by an average of 10 points, reducing inflammatory markers by 35%, and decreasing cortisol, the aging hormone, by up to 50% for the entire day. Japanese centenarians have practiced similar breathing techniques for centuries. When scientists finally studied them, they found these super-agers had telomeres typical of people 30 years younger, along with 60% less cellular inflammation. Remember Margaret? Her cardiologist was ready to increase her blood pressure medication until she started doing morning breathing exercises. Within 3 weeks, her numbers dropped so much he took her off one medication entirely. The 7-second hold is crucial for maximum oxygen absorption, while the 8-second exhale ensures complete carbon dioxide removal, preventing acidic buildup that damages tissues. Even though lungs lose 40% of their capacity between age 30 and 70, this technique can restore much of that lost function. The timing is paramount. Doing this immediately upon waking, before stress hormones flood your system, sets a calm baseline for your entire day, preventing the cascade of inflammatory responses that age you from the inside out. Scientists found participants who did 10 rounds of 4-7-8 breathing every morning had 50% fewer heart attacks, 45% less cognitive decline, and their cells showed biological markers of being 10 to 15 years younger than their chronological age. This simple practice costs nothing, requires no equipment, takes less than 3 minutes, yet it's more powerful than any anti-aging drug because it literally changes how your genes express themselves. This isn't just about breathing, it's about activating your body's intrinsic pharmacy for youth and vitality.
Have you ever tried breathwork for health? Share your experiences with breathing techniques in the comments below. These 6 morning habits, from gentle movement to profound breathing, don't work in isolation. They create a powerful synergy. But beyond these physical acts, there's an invisible habit that truly determines how vibrantly you live your extra decades. Next, we'll explore why your mindset and sense of purpose are the ultimate anti-aging secret.
These 6 morning habits create incredible synergy, but beyond these physical acts, there's an invisible habit that truly determines how vibrantly you live your extra decades. What if the true fountain of youth lies within your mind and spirit? You've just learned how to move, hydrate, fuel, stabilize, and re-energize your body at a cellular level. These 6 morning habits, from gentle movement to profound breathing, don't work in isolation. They create a powerful synergy that transforms your physical being. But beyond these remarkable physical acts, there's an invisible habit that truly determines how vibrantly you live your extra decades. And that's the power of your mind and spirit. This brings us to habit number 7, cultivating purpose and a positive mindset for a life that truly thrives. While the physical habits are foundational, science increasingly shows that your mindset is an equally powerful longevity factor. Studies from institutions like the National Institute on Aging reveal that seniors with a strong sense of purpose live on average 7 years longer, experience lower rates of depression, and even boast better physical health. This isn't just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. How do you cultivate this? It starts with intentionality. Spending just 5 minutes each morning on gratitude journaling, a short meditation, or simply reflecting on what brings you joy and meaning can dramatically shift your internal chemistry. It actively reduces stress hormones like cortisol, which we know accelerates aging, and boosts feel-good neurotransmitters, essentially reprogramming your brain for resilience and happiness. Think of Eleanor, at 82, who started a small knitting club for her community. Every stitch, every shared laugh, woven into her routine gave her a profound sense of purpose. She often says, knowing I'm still creating, still connecting with others, it gives me a reason to leap out of bed every morning, far more than any pill ever could. It's about consciously choosing to engage with life, finding meaning in daily activities, no matter how small, and nurturing your connections with others. Isolation is a silent killer, but purpose and connection are powerful antidotes. This habit isn't about grand gestures. It's about micro moments of mindfulness and connection that build a robust mental and emotional foundation for a long, joyous life. This inner vitality amplifies the effects of all the physical habits, creating a holistic blueprint for a future that's not just long, but deeply fulfilling. What gives your life purpose each day? Share your thoughts in the comments below. You now have a powerful blueprint of 7 morning habits, both physical and mental, to transform your health. But how do you actually make these habits stick and personalize this journey for yourself? Let's dive into the practical strategies for lasting change. You've uncovered powerful secrets for a longer life, but how do you actually make these incredible habits stick, day after day, year after year? We've journeyed through 7 incredible morning habits, from waking your joints to unlocking your mind's purpose. Now, the biggest question isn't what to do, but how to make it stick. This brings us to habit number 8, your blueprint for decades more, making these habits stick and personalizing your journey. It's one thing to learn, it's another to integrate. Many feel energized by new knowledge, but quickly get overwhelmed trying to change everything at once. Remember Maria? A 68-year-old grandmother, initially daunted, tried to do all 7 habits on day 1 and quickly felt like giving up. This is where strategy comes in. First, start small. Don't try to conquer all 7 habits tomorrow. Pick just one. Maybe the 5 minutes of gentle movement, or simply that 16 ounces of water. Master it for a week or 2, then add another. This habit stacking approach builds momentum without burnout. For example, once you consistently drink water, you can stack sunlight exposure by taking your water glass to a sunny window. Second, create cues and reminders. Set a gentle alarm, leave your water glass by your bed, or put a sticky note on your mirror. Our brains thrive on routine, and small cues can trigger powerful actions. Third, find accountability. Share your journey with a friend, family member, or join an online community. Knowing someone else is on a similar path or is expecting your progress can be a huge motivator. Finally, and crucially, personalize your journey.
Your body is unique. Listen to it. If 10 minutes of sunlight feels like too much initially, start with 5. If 30 grams of protein feels like a challenge, build up to it gradually. And if you have any existing health conditions, always consult with your doctor before making significant dietary or exercise changes. These habits work synergistically, amplifying each other's effects. The water primes your cells. The sunlight synchronizes your hormones. Protein rebuilds your strength. Balance sharpens your brain. Breathing rejuvenates your DNA. Movement melts stiffness. And purpose fuels your spirit. By approaching this blueprint with patience and intention, you're not just adding habits, you're fundamentally transforming your relationship with aging, building a sustainable foundation for a future filled with energy, joy, and profound well-being. Which one habit will you commit to starting tomorrow morning? Tell us in the comments below. With these strategies in hand, you're now equipped to embark on a transformative journey. But before you go, let's look at the ultimate payoff. Why these daily choices aren't just about one day, but about shaping your entire future and giving yourself the gift of 30 more vibrant years. What if your morning choices today aren't just about one day, but literally shaping the next 30 years of your life? We've journeyed through 7 powerful morning habits, a holistic blueprint for not just living longer, but living better. From awakening your joints and hydrating your cells, to fueling your body, sharpening your mind, rejuvenating your DNA through breath, and nurturing your spirit with purpose. Each habit is a small, intentional act that, when compounded, creates a biological transformation. These choices aren't just about feeling good today. They are about giving yourself the gift of time, the gift of 30 more vibrant, healthy years. Think of your future self. Will you be thriving at 85, full of energy to travel, pursue passions, and cherish moments with your great-grandchildren? Or will you merely be surviving, struggling with basic tasks, and battling memory loss? The choice you make tomorrow morning when that alarm goes off isn't trivial. It's a foundational decision about your future. It's about whether you'll be playing with your great-grandchildren or struggling to remember their names. It's about whether you'll be exploring new horizons or confined to the familiar. You now have the scientific blueprint, the wisdom of centuries, and the simple tools to rewrite your story. This isn't just theory. It's a proven path to a future where age is just a number and vitality is your constant companion. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey to decades more of vibrant life begins with your conscious choices each morning. What future will you choose to build starting tomorrow morning? Share your commitment in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for more life-changing insights. Remember, your future self is counting on the decisions you make in the next 24 hours. Give yourself the gift of a long, vibrant life. What if your morning choices today aren't just about one day, but literally shaping the next 30 years of your life? We've journeyed through 7 powerful morning habits, a holistic blueprint for not just living longer, but living better, with richer experiences and deeper connections. From awakening your joints and effortlessly hydrating your cells, to fueling your body with vital protein, sharpening your mind with balance, rejuvenating your DNA through ancient breathing techniques, embracing gentle movement, and nurturing your spirit with profound purpose. Each habit is a small, intentional act. Yet when compounded consistently, these acts create an unstoppable wave of biological transformation that ripples through every cell, every thought, and every movement of your day. These choices aren't just about feeling good today. They are about giving yourself the ultimate gift of time, the gift of 30 more vibrant, healthy, and independent years. Years where you are the author of your own story, not merely a passive observer of decline. Now pause for a moment and truly envision your future self. Imagine yourself at 85. Will you be thriving, full of boundless energy to travel the world, pursuing long-held passions, dancing at family weddings, and cherishing every moment with your great-grandchildren, with a mind as sharp as ever? Or will you merely be surviving, struggling with basic daily tasks, battling frustrating memory lapses, and feeling increasingly dependent on others? The choice you make tomorrow morning, when that alarm gently signals a new day, isn't trivial. It is a profound, foundational decision that actively shapes the very essence of your future. It's about whether you'll be actively playing with your great-grandchildren, remembering all their names and stories, or struggling just to recall a conversation from yesterday.
It's about whether you'll be exploring new horizons, embracing adventure, or confined to the familiar, watching life pass you by from a window. You now hold the scientific blueprint, the accumulated wisdom of centuries, and the incredibly simple, accessible tools to rewrite your story. This isn't just a collection of theories or fleeting trends. It's a proven, actionable path to a future where age is truly just a number, and vitality, clarity, and independence are your constant companions. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your personal journey to decades more of vibrant, fulfilling life begins with your conscious, empowered choices each morning. What future will you choose to build, starting tomorrow morning? Share your commitment in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for more life-changing insights.
Remember, your future self is counting on the profound decisions you make in the next 24 hours. Give yourself the invaluable gift of a long, vibrant life. What future will you choose to build starting tomorrow morning? Share your commitment in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for more life-changing insights. Remember, your future self is counting on the profound decisions you make in the next 24 hours. Give yourself the invaluable gift of a long, vibrant life.